Get ready with me today as I tell you how I lost my job. I was laid off. So first things first, I look kind of like trash. I haven't slept well. I'm using the retinol correction deep wrinkle targeted patches. I love these like micro little darts in here. But I've had it on for a little while. I'm going to take them off and get ready with you. I need to get ready and feel normal. So I was laid off from my job, the job that like pays my bills, a couple of days ago, and all the feels. I don't know if this has ever happened to you guys. If it has, it's like such a bizarre feeling to be laid off. You know, it's like, it's awful. I mean, there's lots of feelings that are involved. So I've been letting myself feel all the feels, but also telling myself it doesn't have to be as bad as a lot of people make it. I'm going to try not to make it bad. Woo! I was so wanting to share this information with you guys, but I was like so in shock like the first couple of days that I don't want to like come on here like a totally crazy person. I worked at a place for many, many years, and I was lucky to be a part-time employee, which allowed me to do social media. It was such a gift. Okay, I'm actually going to take these off because they're bothering me right now. They're so good. I wish I could keep them on longer, though. You can keep these on overnight, by the way, if you really want to snatch your face. But yeah, I was very lucky. I got to work part-time. I was able to do content creation and also pay my bills. My dream was to do content creation full-time. You guys know it. I've been saying it forever and ever for 5 years, especially the last 3, just begging to do it full. But just because I wanted to do it full-time, I wanted to do it on my terms, like when I had enough money that I felt secure. So, oh my God, I kind of had an idea I was going to get laid off. And usually I have those feelings and I just ignore them and like move on with my life. But this one was staying with me, and I was like, why is this feeling staying with me? Even when, because other people had been laid off at my job, and I just felt that way all weekend. So I even started like upping my Amazon store, like trying to get my business going. And then wouldn't you know it, on Monday morning, the call came through to HR, and let me tell you guys, I felt so sick. Like it was like 10 minutes of like pure anxiety and panic, and I had to like really talk myself off the ledge, and I've worked hard in my life to do that. So thankfully I was able to calm my ass down. But the old Samantha wouldn't have, but the new Samantha. Why am I going to share this crazy news with you guys? Because you guys are my family, A. Many of you have been with me like 8 years. Like I've been doing this for 10, but I have people, maybe I have some people here from 10 years ago. Why am I sharing it with you? Because I've shared so much of my life with you guys. And this is a huge transformation for me. It's scary. It's crazy. And you know, there's lots of things. I'm 56. I'm a single mom, and my daughter is about to go to college, and I don't have a job. Hello. That's crazy. I am going to try to do this full-time, be a content creator full-time. I am terrified. I don't know if I'm going to make any money. I don't know how I'm going to pay my rent, but I am going to try to believe that I'm talented enough to do this, and that you guys like me enough to want to follow me and help me. I have only been fired from a job once when I was like 18. Literally when I was 18 in New York City. I was like at a cafe, and I wasn't responsible. I was 18. But I've never, like, I don't get in trouble. I don't go to HR. I'm kind of a goody two-shoes. I know I'm a little outrageous here, but I'm a little bit of a goody two-shoes. I will say in the last year, I've just been so focused on creating content. I love creating content so much. Like, I get actually sick if I'm not coming on and creating content. And I just have so much inside of me. But I just haven't been good on the business end. Like, I only started recently tagging products, and you guys know that. You guys are always like, where do we get the products? Where's your links? And I'm like, links? So, yeah, oh my God, I am terrified. First things first, do you guys think I can do this? Do you think I can be a full-time content creator? Do you think I can do it? Because I'm freaking scared. I'm so scared. I can't even like figure out what foundation I want to wear today. What is this? True Skin Serum Foundation by Ilia. It looks really dark. No, that's way too dark for my skin. Let me mix it with a little bit of NARS. Yeah, I am terrified. And, you know, I'm a single mom. I mean, the timing couldn't be more perfect. My daughter's going into college and I need money. So I'm like, wow, what a great time. But you know what? Life is unpredictable. And if you're working for someone else, you can be let go at any time. That's just how it is. So my biggest fear, like number one, was insurance. Like, I have HRT, mammogram, pap smear. I need my doctor. I just got my shingles shot. I need the second one, all the things. Let me start by saying that my employer was kind enough to keep my insurance on for a couple more months and get a little bit of severance. So that I am so grateful and thankful. So thank you. But it's terrifying. So I've already done all the things. I mean, I won't have dental. I still need to get a dental implant, which I have to pay cash for anyway. So I don't know if that will matter, but like cleanings now, what am I going to do? I'll just, I guess, pay cash. I think it's like $150 for cleaning. Maybe my dentist will give me a deal. I don't know. This is actually a really nice foundation. Ilia True Skin Serum Foundation. Wow. That's pretty actually. Anyway, I have been so busy, crazy, running around, like contacting everybody about everything. And yeah, oh my God, it's been so much, you guys. When you get laid off, it feels terrible because you're not valued enough to stay on. And I know it's a business decision and it's money at the end of the day. And I understand that. If I was a business owner and I had employees and I wasn't making the revenue that I needed, you have to cut the fat, right? I mean, I get it, but it doesn't make it any easier because, you know, you think, okay, well, if I was really valuable, they would have made it work, right? So, you know, you've got to accept that. And I do tell people, like, don't try to make up excuses for why you were let go. I mean, you know, you were let go for a reason. So I accept that. And honestly, like, I have been wanting that forever and ever. So be careful what you ask for. And sometimes the timing of what you ask for is not perfect. The people that I met in that job are incredible, amazing people. So I'm so lucky and I'm still connected to all of them. The first thing I want to do is like save every penny, start going to the grocery outlet instead of Whole Foods. And it's only been a few days. I've told pretty much everybody. I don't like to keep secrets. So I emailed like all my friends, texted all my friends immediately and, you know, all my family so people know what's going on. But it's been really hard on my daughter. She's scared. She's nervous. She thinks she's not going to have money. And I get that, you know. I have a couple of months to like kind of chill out and figure out what I want to do, but my mind doesn't work like that. I'm like, let's go. What are we going to do here? I'm not, this money that I was making was a very small amount of money that I made because I work part-time, but it covered things like the essentials. You know what I mean? Like it covered my rent and that was like it and like some basics. So, oh my God, I got to make all that money on my own. So, first things I'm going to ask is for your help. What can you guys do to help me? Follow me on TikTok, like my videos, and comment. Oh, TikTok, Instagram. If you guys don't follow my actual reels, like go in, click them, like them, follow me on YouTube, please. If all of you guys follow me on YouTube, liked and commented on all my videos, and same on TikTok, that just helps the algorithm. It helps my numbers. It helps brands want to work for me. If you're a brand and you're watching this right now, one of the many brands that follow me, I am now open and free for campaigns. I was so busy before I couldn't do a lot of campaigns. It was too much being a mom, getting my daughter in college. I have 2 sick older parents and then like 2 jobs. It was too much. I couldn't do it. So now I'm free. I'm ready to dive in and do serious campaigns and content work and really work on my affiliate links. And so you guys, most of all, please follow me on TikTok and YouTube. That would help me. I think a lot of what happens when you first, anything big happens to you is you first go through like a shock period, and then you do like a lot of talking. Like I talk to other people who are laid off, and you kind of, you know, do all those things, and you talk a little shit, and then you get a little sad, and then you're emotional, and then you're happy. It's like a freaking breakup. You have to go through all the stages, right? And so I don't know where I am right now. I'm still fresh, but I'm also really, at the same time, really excited about my future here as a creator, to finally just try to do it full time and hope that I'm good enough to actually survive and make a living. You know, I don't need a lot of money. I just want to make enough money to pay my bills and my rent, you know, and have a little bit of a decent life. That's what I would like. Oh my God. I know that anger is like a big stage of any like healing. I really don't want to go through an anger stage. I'm like, shit, do I have to? I mean, I don't think I have to go through an anger stage. If I do, I want to go in through a very small anger stage. Of course, there's things that make me mad. You know, I wish I would have been able to say goodbye to people that mattered to me and things like that. But I don't want to get mad. I don't want to like make it so personal. Obviously, I love doing social media more than anything in the whole world, and it really was a priority for me in my life. And anybody who knows me knows that this is what I love to do way more than anything else, and it really was a priority in my life. So I'm trying to be open-minded and not go down the anger rabbit hole, which I know can be pretty intense. The other day I was coming home from work, the job I used to have, and I called my mom and I said, I am so depressed. I am so depressed. And I said to her, why would you take me and put me behind a desk in an office and hide me in a little corner? Why would anybody do that to me? It's just a waste of all my skills, and like, it's insanity. And I was like, I'm so depressed that is where I am. So that was literally last week that I told my mom. I don't really tell people if I'm feeling depressed. It has to be really bad. Oh my God, I just broke my nail. Are you joking? Shit. Oh well. Yeah, so that was, I don't want to have another thumbnail of that color, I don't think. Shit, I'm gonna have to make it work. Anyway, so yeah, that was telling that I said that to my mom. And then, yeah. For eyeshadow today, I use this gorgeous NARS palette. This is called Quad Eyeshadow Palette in Laguna. And let me just show you what it looks like. These are like beautiful, perfect everyday colors. I needed a little dark brown, so I added the Ciate London. I love this palette. This is called the, no friggin' idea, chocolate palette. It's perfect. I really needed that dark brown. This is, you can see it's been loved. Well loved. Okay, let's get back on. So yeah, I mean, honestly, you guys, this has been the craziest, scariest, like last couple of days of my life. I wake up in the middle of the night, like freaking out, like, oh my God, how am I going to get a dentist? How am I going to get, oh my God, my HRT, what am I going to do about my shingle? Like freaking out about paying everything. Oh my God, I think you guys all know that I'm a pretty spiritual person. I believe that good things come to people. I've worked really, really hard for so long, and I'm going to really open my eyes and hope that the universe points me in the direction. Either it's going to be a big influencer who reaches out to me and asks to work with me. I've also reached out to so many of my friends and said, if you guys know anything, campaigns, agencies, you know, like people who I know I've reached out to too. But I'm just going to keep my eyes open and believe that I deserve it and something's going to come my way. I will say this. Being in menopause, I mean, lots of people have talked to me about jobs. I can't see myself working again for somebody else. It's so hard to do, especially in menopause. It's hard to work for somebody else, put all that effort into somebody else's business. You know, of course, if something completely incredible came along and with a you know, that I would be really happy at, then of course I would take it. But I personally think I'm most happy just making content here and being my own boss. It's so hard to listen to somebody else tell you who you are and what you're supposed to be at this age. You know what I mean? It's so hard. Yeah, for sure. So you guys, it has been rough. Please DM me if you want to offer any advice of just like, you know, some ideas that you guys have about me making money. Just some words of encouragement. I don't actually have a lot of support. Being a single mom, girl, it's the hardest thing in the whole world. You just have to constantly rely on yourself. Nobody's got your back. I have no husband or boyfriend to be like, babe, it's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. No, it's like I'm on my It's really not the time to be going through makeup products, but I will mention these are the Too Faced Born This Way. These are the lip injection. They're like plumping lip liners. I love them. This is in the color Espresso Shot. I have been drinking espresso lately because I'm so freaking tired. I am just not sleeping, and it has nothing to do with menopause. It's just utter stress and worry about money. This is the OG Pink Sugar from Wet n Wild, my favorite color. I've been trying to dupe for 10 years. It's like peach. So I pulled this out of the vault. I'm like, you know what? Life is short. We never know. Why am I holding onto it? Just like use it. You know what I mean? I also learned like other people's businesses are other people's businesses. Don't get too attached to your job because you could be let go at any time. And I think that's a good lesson. I had a boss a really long time ago that said, this is not my office. I'm just here for whenever. It's actually not mine. I will just go on a rant while I'm here, not about being laid off, but I will say something that's irritating. It's in San Francisco. People are so wealthy and rich here. I'm talking like everybody makes like $200,000 a year. It's not a big deal. I mean, if you're making under that, you're poor. So I've always been poverty in San Francisco. But it's just so bizarre because the city was not like that in like the late 90s, before like the whole .com tech boom. Like it was people, only the very rich, like that old school money in Pack Heights and stuff and Nob Hill, but really like people were normal. Now it's such this huge division between the rich and the poor. And you see these young 25-year-olds like making so much money, like their Whole Foods shopping cart is just like packed. Like they're not even tripping. They're just making insane amounts of money. And then there's me and the rest of us, which the rest of us is turning into a tiny group. So what I'm saying is I know there's a lot of money out there. There's a ton of money in San Francisco to be made in a different industry, but certainly there's got to be a way that I can make a little bit of money, just enough to survive and do what I love and be respected and treated like somebody with value, you know? And I think when you do your own work here, when I do my own creation here, I feel so valued by myself because I love what I do here. I really do love it. And of course I'm going to appreciate myself because it's my work. But yeah, what a freaking roller coaster. I want to do right by my daughter. I want her to look up at me and feel proud. I don't want her to be scared. And I'm going to do my freaking best. And if it all freaking fails, I'll get a regular job. I don't want that. I really am going to do everything in every part of me to not have to do a regular job and have a regular boss. When I did that video of Dochi saying I like pills, I like drugs, I mean, like, I literally felt that way. But anyway, what I will ask of you guys is don't send me like fear mongering DMs. That I cannot stand. I think I've told you that before, but I have a lot of people who, when I'm not doing well, they want to connect with me. I don't know why. I mean, that's just like a thing. I think with a lot of people, like people like to connect with you when you're not doing well. I don't get down with that. That feels very often wrong to me. So please don't DM me, like, and telling me about your own like depressing scenario. I don't want to hear that. Like, I really want like you guys to offer help in a positive way. I know I'm going to get some DMs like that. I'm already preparing myself. I'm so sensitive to like Debbie Downers or fear mongering. I can't stand that. So only keep it up and up, please. Cause I don't want to have to mute those messages because they actually. So that, my friends, is all she wrote for today. So that's it. You guys are going to get to experience another side of my life with me. I'm going to share another side of my life with me. Thank you so much to all of you that have supported me, all of you guys who DM me and say the nicest things in the whole world and don't fearmonger me, because a lot of you guys just say straight up, you pump me up. You're like, you can do it. You're amazing. We love you. You know, you should be making money. Like, I have so many people saying that to me. And let me tell you, you think I don't appreciate that? I appreciate it so much. I don't have a lot of words when I text. I'm not a big texter. That's not my deal. I bring it to you this way. But no, I read those messages when you guys also, those really like hype me up, and I love it. And I say thank you. And yeah, let the journey begin, okay?